Hello again, folks. We're about a week out from the November midterms, and this week I want to zero in on the battleground of Pennsylvania, which could very well decide who controls the Senate. As we speak, some polls have got Dr. Mehmet pulling away from Democratic Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman. Other polls still have Fetterman in the lead, but Oz has closed the gap big time from where they were 2 or even 3 months ago. This all comes after last week's horror show of a debate. Remember, Fetterman suffered a stroke earlier this year, but for reasons that I still can't quite comprehend, his team put him up for a live debate. It was cruel, and it couldn't have started any worse.
What qualifies you to be a U.S. Senator? You have 60 seconds.
Hi, good night, everybody. I'm running to serve Pennsylvania. He's running to use Pennsylvania. Here's a man that spent more than $20 million of his own money to try to buy that seat. I'm also having to talk about something called the Oz rule, that if he's on TV, he's lying.
It was painful to watch, as I'm sure it was for most of you. Even his supporters have acknowledged that. The poor bloke, obviously still recovering, and there's no way his team should have allowed that debate to happen. One of the key issues in a state such as Pennsylvania is natural gas extraction. Fetterman has flip-flopped on answers for 4 years. The state and its voters deserve a coherent answer. They did not get it.
2018 interview, you said, quote, "I don't support fracking at all. I never have." But earlier this month, you told an interviewer, quote, "I support fracking. I support the energy independence that we should have here in the United States." So, Mr. Fetterman, please explain your changing position. 60 seconds.
I've always supported fracking, and I always believe that independence with our energy is critical, and we can't be held, ransom to somebody like Russia. I've always believed that energy independence is critical, and I've always believed that, and I do support fracking. I've never taken any money from their industry, but I support how critical it is that we produce our own energy and create energy independence.
I must correct the record.
Just a second, Mr. Oz. I do want to clarify something. You're saying tonight that you support fracking, that you've always supported fracking, but there is that 2018 interview that you said, quote, "I don't support fracking at all." So how do you square the two?
I do support fracking, and I support fracking, and I do support fracking.
How do you vote for that? And honestly, how can the guy be in Congress? I wish Fetterman well and good health, but the demands of office will surely only delay or worsen his recovery. And if his team champions his Senate run and his performance, aren't they just contributing to the problem? I'm not suggesting people with disabilities can't hold office. They most certainly can. Greg Abbott is just one example. But Abbott has managed that for a long time. Fetterman is still clearly struggling and so has to withdraw. And then, coupled with the fact that President Biden can barely string a sentence together, isn't that bad enough? But here we are with the two campaigning together.
But speaking only about the president's personal conversation with Lieutenant Governor Fetterman, the president has found him to be an impressive individual, and who is just as capable as who's just as capable as always, and who's carrying out his office. He's currently the Lieutenant Governor of Pennsylvania, as we know, and he's doing that with great ability.
Biden reclaimed Pennsylvania 2 years ago by a narrow margin. And what I will say about Oz is that I'm surprised he's not further out in front. To be fair, though, his views on fracking have also changed. He called for it to be halted in 2014, arguing of the possible negative health impacts. But he's now all in on fracking to woo voters. But what may yet save Fetterman is that early voting was open weeks before the debate. We'll see how that plays out in full next week. Thanks for watching. To support this channel, please like, share and subscribe below. See you then.